ever get the feeling that some products are, how do I put this? Promising you the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what we're looking at today.
Right.
With this deep dive into StrikeHold.
Okay.
Which claims it can solve, well, rust and corrosion.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently it could do even more, like lubrication and protection and cleaning. All that.
Wow.
In just this one product.
It does sound a little too good to be true, doesn't it?
And you might be thinking what I'm thinking, right? What's the catch?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's why we're here.
What's got me curious right off the bat is how many ways they say you can use the StrikeHold.
Yeah.
It's like boats, electronics, giant machines, even like those tiny little delicate instruments.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot to promise.
They're basically saying if it's metal or plastic, StrikeHold is the answer.
Right.
And they say it all comes down to this capillary action.
Okay.
They're saying it can, like, magically get into every little nook and cranny. Think about those impossibly tiny spaces where rust just loves to hide.
Yeah, I know those spots.
Could this actually be the solution, you think?
Well, it's not magic, but capillary action is a real thing.
Oh, okay.
It's like how trees pull water up from their roots, like defying gravity.
Okay.
Basically, liquids in super tight spaces, they act differently because of the forces between the liquid molecules and whatever's around them.
So if this StrikeHold can really use that, it could, like, get to places other products can't, right?
Yeah, it could be a real game changer.
Okay, that's actually really neat.
But they don't stop there.
Oh, no.
No, they're saying StrikeHold, it doesn't leave any residue.
Real?
And you know how most protectants and lubricants, how they leave that?
Oh, yeah, that sticky dust magnet film.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh, the worst.
But StrikeHold, it doesn't, apparently.
So you're saying I could, like, work on my bike chain or some sensitive electronics.
Right.
And no mess.
That's the claim.
That's a big deal.
For some situations, that would be huge, especially electrical work.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because that sticky residue, it attracts dust and grime, and that can cause real problems, malfunctions, even safety hazards.
Yikes. Okay, so this is already sounding pretty impressive.
And there's more.
Seriously.
They also say that StrikeHold displaces water.
What?
It's,
What does that even mean?
It means it's denser than water, so it'll push the water out of the way. Okay.
And keep everything dry.
So, like with outdoor electronics, where a little rain would destroy them.
That's one example, yeah.
If StrikeHold does what it says it does, it could be a lifesaver.
Especially, think about, it's not just about rain.
Oh, right.
You have to think about humidity, dew, even just like the salty air by the coast.
It all adds up.
And it can cause corrosion and damage over time.
Wow. To understand how StrikeHold is claiming to fight against all that, we need to look a bit closer at water displacement, how it actually works.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this whole water displacement thing,
right.
How does it actually work?
Yeah, good question.
It sounds kind of too simple, right? Like just pushing the water away.
Well, there's a bit more to it than that.
Okay.
It has to do with this. So StrikeHold is like hydrophobic, Hydrophobic, what's that?
It means water-fearing.
A water-fearing product. Got it.
So when it comes into contact with water, it actually repels the water molecules.
Oh, interesting.
And that creates a barrier so the water can't reach the surface.
So it's not just about being denser than water.
Right.
It's about actually repelling the water, too.
Exactly.
That was really cool.
It is pretty neat.
But I think we're getting a little lost in the weeds with all this science-y stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what this actually means,
Real world situation.
Exactly. And they mention boats and jet skis.
Yeah.
Even huge mining trucks.
Oh, yeah, those things are massive.
They say StrikeHold can be used on all of them.
Which is, that's where it gets interesting because they talk about those, those key stains that boat owners get?
Oh, yeah.
They say StrikeHold prevents those.
Really?
And, that type of corrosion, it's not just like, oh, looks thing. It can really affect how much your boat's worth.
Yeah, it can really damage the boats.
Yeah, absolutely. Even make it unsafe over time.
That's a great point.
If StrikeHold does what they say, boat owners could save a lot of money and trouble.
That's for sure. And speaking of expensive things, they mention using StrikeHold on outdoor TVs.
Right.
And those things are not cheap.
Not at all.
I wouldn't want some rain to ruin mine.
No way. And it's more than just rain.
That's right. We just talked about that.
Yeah, the humidity, dew, that salty air near the ocean.
Right.
It all causes damage over time.
You really have to think about all that.
They say StrikeHold creates this shield-like film
Interesting.
that protects surfaces from moisture and stuff.
So if it works, like they say,
it could make those electronics last a lot longer.
it's like giving your gadgets armor or something.
That's a good way to put it.
They even say to use StrikeHold on HVAC systems.
Which, yeah, those things are out in the elements all the time.
Rain, wind, snow, everything.
And a lot of times, those systems are in hard-to-reach places, too, so...
Yeah, that's true.
regular maintenance is difficult.
Well, for sure. So longer-lasting protection would be, like, it would save so much time and money.
Exactly.
And we can't forget about bikes.
Oh, yeah, bikes.
Keeping your bike chain clean and lubed is a nightmare.
It's a constant battle.
It really is. And don't even get me started on those messy bike lubricants.
Oh, tell me about it.
All that dirt and grime sticks right to it.
No, worse.
The absolute worst.
Well, they talk about that specifically. They say StrikeHold lubricates without attracting all that gunk.
No way, really.
That's the claim.
A clean, smooth bike chain that's actually clean.
Without that black, greasy mess.
That would be amazing.
It would change everything.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot to take in.
It is, right.
We went from tiny capillaries and water displacement to protecting boats, TVs, huge HVAC systems, even bike chains.
And they're saying StrikeHold can do it all.
This all sounds almost too good to be true, don't you think?
It does make you wonder.
With this product claiming to do so much, I gotta ask, is it too good to be true?
It's good to be a little skeptical. The marketing stuff definitely makes you want to believe it, but things don't always work out that way in the real world.
So you're saying even though the science behind it, the capillary action and water displacement, that all checks out.
Yeah.
Whether it actually lives up to its claims on all those different things, that's a different story.
Yeah, like how well does StrikeHold do in really hot or cold temperatures?
Right. Good point.
And how long does that protective film actually last out in the ocean? You know, real world use will tell.
Exactly. Seeing is believing, as they say. But you know, it's interesting. Even if StrikeHold is only half as good as they say it is, it'd still be a really big deal for people.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about it. If one product could actually clean, lubricate, and prevent corrosion, that would change everything.
It'd be like the Swiss Army knife of protectants. So as we wrap up our deep dive into StrikeHold, I'm curious. Where do we go from here?
Well, we've given you the information, the potential benefits, and yeah, even a little bit of skepticism. Now it's up to you to decide if StrikeHold is something you need.
It's like anything else, you got to do your research.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe this deep dive has got you thinking about something specific.
Yeah, like a problem that StrikeHold could maybe solve.
Right. Maybe you'll do some more research or even try it out yourself.
And that's what we want. We want to get people thinking, get them asking questions. We've given you the knowledge. Now go out and explore.
That's what it's all about.
So the next time you find a rusty tool or you're working on a project outside, remember StrikeHold and what it might be able to do. You never know. It could be exactly what you need. Keep learning.